Hi, Taurus. It's Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. Nice, beautiful, not quite yet winter. Feels like winter here, afternoon. I am streaming some messages today. Spirit's been talking with me about your energy, and I decided to go ahead and get your reading out. A couple of announcements. I'm going to be in Florida. And starting on the 8th of December in the St. Augustine area. So I've opened some spots in my calendar. Everything else is blocked off. I'm going on vacation. But there are some spots open. There's the first card coming out. So go to my calendar. That's the spirit theme over the top of your message. All right? The courtship of knowledge. That's really beautiful. So, where was I? Spirit's interrupting me already. Woo, this one came out twice. There's your personal energy. This is going to be a really intense reading. There's a complete evolution going on. Revolution. Spirit was just talking with Gemini about that. So if you want to have a personal reading, you want to sit with me and have some fun, I'm going to find a really fun spot in a pub or something. Someplace kind of quiet. I think St. Augustine is one of the oldest cities in the country, so it's a beautiful place. I'm looking forward to it. So go to my website, check it out. There are dates from the 10th to the 14th, I think. And, okay, Spirit's talking to me. Sorry. I started shuffling. Spirit says it's my fault because I started shuffling. All right, what's the other thing? Oh, the other thing is the Winter Solstice Retreat here is going to be really beautiful, deep, special. Spirit's talking about bringing yourself to completion and coming and sitting in the portal. There is a soul who's meant to be here, so I've been just saying it on all the readings. So if you're feeling inclined and you feel it's a challenge, go to the website, all right? The links will be below for booking the readings and for the Winter Solstice Retreat, all right? And do me a favor, if you would, like and share and subscribe and all that kind of stuff when you hit the like button. It pushes the channel higher in the algorithm, somebody finally just told me, so now I'm going to try to remember to say that stuff, okay? All right. Spirit, what are the messages? Woo! Taurus, coming into the full light of the sun. All right, this is really amazing. So, right off the top, look. Look at that. Okay, actually, no, it's backwards. It's always backwards. So hard for me to get a handle on this. So, there is a revolution coming. Evolution and revolution, Spirit is saying, in the full light of the sun, because we're coming out of the retrogrades. And you know, we have a new moon on, I think, the 7th. Mercury is currently in retrograde. Spirit's been telling everybody it's a moment to just stand still. Just try to be still. Breathe deep. I've had some fabulous Mercury retrograde hijinks going on here. Look at that. That's the next card. Standing at the gateway. So you have finished a cycle, and because you have finished a cycle, two things are happening. Obviously, you're in a new spot, okay? The courtship of knowledge, where you fall to your knees and you begin to deepen. Spirit's talking about your devotion and your ability to understand your place and your being. That's the process that's being culminated in December for you. And your energy, of course, as we come through the month, you're going to finish the transformational process that started for you this year. And some of the Taurus people that I know have been through massive amounts of transformation and an entry into the mystical world in a way that they have not experienced. It's been really wonderful and exciting to watch them go through this transition. So that's the theme, okay? So this is the Spirit message, the theme for the reading. The Spirit wants to talk with you about the place and the energy that's affecting you. And here's how you stand in this reading. Wow. Rebirth. And all the beautiful, Spirit saying the word cosmic, the cosmic rays that are coming through to you, symbolized by the animal medicine in this card. Go and look them up, okay? And if you'll notice, if you look closely, there's a salmon there. It's about source energy. You are returning to the source, and you are becoming able to be in contact, pardon me, with source energy. That's why this is here, and it's a number 3 card. It's a lot of really sacred, powerful energy. Spirit says go look up the numerology, okay? And so when Spirit's talking about cosmic rays, it is about that which comes through the portal. We have Jupiter moving into Sagittarius, fire sign. Spirit is talking about the solstice. So, okay, that's what that stuff was about. There's one more spot left, and there's somebody who's meant to be here. So for all of you, whether you end up at Moonrise Cottage or not, the cosmic rays that come through on the day of the solstice, Spirit's been talking a little bit about the passage tombs in the readings and about what happens when you sit in the passage tomb at the moment of sunrise on the solstice, when the light returns to the world and the days of darkness begin to wane. It's actually the beginning of winter here in the Northern Hemisphere. So Spirit's talking about Newgrange and about the way the light comes through the shaft as the sun comes up and illuminates the inner chamber. And Spirit is talking about that moment for you like this. There is going to be something that's going to happen, that you are going to experience an opening, awakening, a rebirth process that is starting. And it is that illumination. That's why this is here. First card on the human realm. All right. As you can tell, Spirit guides are really running away with me already. I haven't even finished the shuffle yet. So that's the gateway. And that's what Newgrange and the sacred passage tombs and the pyramids and all those sacred structures all over the world, they are sacred gateways. And you are standing, Taurus, there is something happening. And Spirit wants you to understand very clearly about the male and female energy and the way you stand at this gateway. Very mysterious. There is something about coming to this gateway. This is the goddess, the sacred goddess, the high priestess, okay, in this deck. It is about coming to the, okay, Spirit's talking about the canyon and the cosmic rays and the gateway. You come and you stand before the gateway and you wait for the illumination to happen. And there is a process that goes forward before you are able to step through the gateway and it opens. So as you come through this retrograde and you go forward into the month, it's a very sacred month for you, Spirit is saying, in terms of this type of transformation that is being culminated so that something new can begin at it as at the moment of the gateway. That's what Spirit's talking about. Yeah. Finishing this process for you. Oop, there's somebody's trying to call me. I'll have to call him back. Finishing this process for you of release that started early in the year. Remember this card? That's phenomenal. And you see coming into the full light of the sun, all right, the elopement of this battle, being awakened and being released from something that's been binding you because you are moving through the gateway. So, you know, if you have the possibility, the ability to have a solstice, Spirit's saying journey and ceremony. Do something for yourself. Set your alarm clock at the time when the sun comes up and just be with it, Spirit says. And, you know, sit there quietly, get yourself a cup of tea or have a blanket on, whatever you need, but be present at the solstice if at all possible because it's coming through so loud. And when the ray of illumination comes to you, you are going to experience a release because you are meant to have this rebirth process. And it is about coming through this month, finishing the transformation of the year, and preparing to go forward into 2019. It's really intense, the energy that's coming through. Okay, so Spirit, can you have some more discussion with Taurus? What is the continuation of the message for Taurus for December? Okay, Taurus, there's the bridge card. This is the third time this woman has come out. Do you see the new moon on the 7th? When the retrograde ends, this is the combat of skill. I love this. Hang on, I gotta put the cards down for a second. And a couple of other cards jumped out. And you know what? There we go. There's the reading. Okay. So we're going through this process. This is the final card on the human realm. All right? When the ray of the sun comes through and illuminates you, it's really interesting. You stand at the gateway, and the reason you're standing at the gateway is that you are prepared now to be released from that which has been binding you. And the shamaness, the hawk medicine, which is about sacred feminine power in a lot of traditional culture, so you can Google that as well, here to awaken you. And what she's doing is she's releasing you, if I can get it into the viewfinder, from the sacred golden rope that binds you where you are in slumber. It's fantastic. And having come through that process, the bridge between the human realm and what the soul journey is attempting to achieve is breaking through an illusion. That is what you are released from. Whatever illusion you have about yourself, about your life, about the spirit realm, about yourself as a spirit, there is something. All right, you guys write and tell me, put some messages on the thread, will you? I'd love to hear about it. The new moon, very significant. And when it comes through like this, you are being revealed. This is the sacred hag. In the story of the card, it is well-defined, mature, male energy that engages with this woman so that she can finally reveal herself. This is an intentional disguise, and it is about being the holder of life energy because she holds water. I love it. There's so many things I could say about this, but I want to press on. Most of you know the story of this card. And there was a kingdom that was suffering. They didn't have water. The king sent his sons out to go and find water. They each went in a separate direction, and every single one of them came across her. And she offered them the water in exchange for a kiss. Two of them ran away, like a fairy tale, right? And one got down off his horse and said, of course I'm going to thank you, and gave her love, energy. And in that moment, she was willing and able then to reveal herself. Really powerful coming forward for you. So the first card on the spirit realm, and we're talking about, Spirit's still talking about revolution and evolution. It is about the turning of male and female energy. It's part of the transformation that's been happening. Spirit says, underneath the surface for all of us, whether you're male or female. Because the card that sits above that, the first card on the spirit realm, look at that. Incredible male energy. That's phenomenal. A new foundation, a new skill set. And it's about using the power of light and fire. So check it out. Actually, it's like this. Hang on. When this transformation happens, do you see in the full light of the sun? Again, Spirit's talking about the solstice. That you're going to be on a new foundation because of all the transformation, which is culminating, that is in fact bringing this rebirth that's going to come to you as you close out and wrap up the year, Spirit says. So this beautiful male energy is here creating, looking into the mystery. It's phenomenal. All the tools needed are there, open from the will center up, clear, manifesting destiny. Standing on a foundation, a very firm foundation, because of all of the transformation that has come forward. And the very next card after that is the adventure of skill. So this is a, hang on a second. Spirit's talking about the story and wants me to show it to you. In shorthand, Spirit says. There it is in shorthand. Okay? You come through this process. You enter into a new foundation. So that is, oh gosh, it's so hard to do backwards. All right, so you're on this quest, a quest of skill. You come through the human journey in the light of the sun, and you become released. And you transition out of the illusions and the things that bind you into a new foundation, the foundation of skill. This is about triumph of a certain kind, because you have mastered something. And the very next card in the spirit realm is the number 7, the adventure of skill. It's an enormous amount of movement in 1 month. That's part of what Spirit's talking about. and wanting to drive home this notion and wanting you to feel what I feel. And sometimes it's hard to describe in words, but really deep, profound transformation and coming to a culmination as you come through the solstice, right? Something is being ignited on the new moon as Mercury goes forward, and all these things begin to unfold, and a new adventure starts. A very skilled adventure in the new place that you're in. You have all the sustenance you need to go forward and triumph. And it's also about, this notion of being small and the power of a small creature in the world. It's really phenomenal the way this is coming forward. So don't doubt yourself at all. And it's interesting that Spirit is putting this little mouse here, and we're talking about Taurus the bull. There's something about the quiet part of your nature, and that's been coming forward all year too. That part of you that has been slowly churning and turning on the inside, reclaiming your power in a way that doesn't have anything to do with the strength of a bull, but the ability of a bull to stand in the mystical realm, in the field of the spirit realm. That's what Spirit's talking about. Okay, like this. It's phenomenal. Standing on the ground of the ancients, because this is a major arcana card. Spirit's talking about like a bull would stand in a field, having been transformed. So there's the last card on the spirit realm. Another skill card, the warrior of skill, who stands and waits for sacred impulse to come to him, right? Stands in the mystical realm, stands in the twilight a little bit. He has the means to go forward. He has his wand in his hand. He's got magic. A little bit of magic in each hand, and he's looking at the means of his progress. So the moment the inspiration strikes him to have this adventure, he literally jumps on his horse and he rides straight into it with no hesitation whatsoever. It's really phenomenal. And and it sits on the table atop this, which is supported by this release. So it is this release and this regestation that's happening. It's going to, Spirit's saying it's going to change you forever, which is meant to happen because we need you going forward in 2019 as we begin to move into the skill set. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it's about. Okay. Here's the last card. As we move into the skill set and we begin to develop consciously the skill set to move across the dimensions and begin to become attenuated and activated with our energy, our purpose, in order to move into the 4D and the 5D. That is what's coming forward. And if you don't know about it, go and Google it. The axis of the Earth is changing. The north and south nodes just moved. There's an enormous amount going on. And so coming forward in the next year, 2019 is what I was trying to say. There you are. This guy's been coming out a lot in the readings. That's the King of Art. He is a mystical king. His spear can clear away obstacles, and he has sacred vision. So whatever it is that you can envision for yourself and for this world that we live in, this power is here to help you come into this skill set. That's what Spirit was talking about with the Spirit's been talking about the circuit and the fractal and all that stuff. Those are just words that have to do with this thing. Spirit says the other words that we use when it comes to ascension and 5D and 4D, we're going to begin to learn to stand in that energy. And it's part of why I've been pushed into YouTube to bring these readings out the way they've been coming out through me, because my spirit guides want to talk about this and get us ready. And we are standing in the moment where we can have sacred vision, look across to the mystical realm, highly activated at the heart chakra, at the heart center, with the ability and the tools to clear away obstacles. It's phenomenal. So one of the fun things I've been doing is I have some new decks as I prepare to go forward and shift and change what I'm doing. So, pardon me, I'm rolling them out a little. I'm just introducing them, Spirit says. So the new deck, one of the new decks I have is this one, and I have Fallen Hard. Spirit says I've fallen hard. Madly in love with this, like a person would be in love with a lover. My God, I can't stop touching it. I can't just, ooh, it's phenomenal. The energy coming off these cards is really phenomenal. So it's an oracle deck. Oh, I love this. And what comes through, wow, okay. What comes through from these cards is always really, really astounding to me. So, okay, 3 cards came out. And I'm going to read them just the way they came out. But Spirit wanted me to show you something. So you started the reading with this, right? That's your energy. Look. The spiral. Okay? Obviously about the spiral of life. And Spirit's talking about the fractal and sacred geometry. So you know what? Let's start there. Let me just see if I can find the page that this is on. Cards are so beautiful. I'll hold it up for you while I'm reading. As soon as I can find the page. There it is. Okay. Check this out. Beautiful. Okay. From galaxies in the sky to diminutive shells on the beach, the spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shape in the form of a coiled serpent has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for emerging deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves into the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to its new reality. Okay, now I'm going to cry. Okay, Spirit just wants me to hold up the cards. Okay, bear with me for a second. Check it out, you guys. Look at that. No, it's like this. All right. Amazing. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture of this stuff and I'm going to post it on the community page. YouTube has taken away the discussion tab, which I wasn't really using anyway, and given us this thing called the community tab. I can post pictures there. So I'm going to change up. I'm going to practice and play with different ways to do these readings. And this is what I'm playing with in December. So I'm going to post this picture of the cards, and I will post a picture of the book about the spiral because of the way these things go together so well. So that's phenomenal. All right. The invitation, when you pull this card, is to renew yourself. You have to shed your old skin, and that's what we've been talking about through the whole reading, okay? You have already done this, so do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft new skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults. Let nature take its course. Powerful. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary at times. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides your journey of renewal. That is phenomenal. And you know what? I'm going to leave it there. Thanks, everyone, for being here with me. Have a wonderful month. I'm going to, in a little bit, I'm going to put some of those eye in the sky things there, but all the links will be below the reading. Do me a favor, please, and hit the like button. It helps the channel. I always feel like there's something I'm forgetting, and probably there is, but, oh, I know. I'm going to do a little live stream on Sunday to talk about how I connect with my spirit guides. Somebody's been prodding me, a good friend has been prodding me to talk about that a little bit, and why I do the readings the way they do, and just to, I think I'm just going to post that. I'm going to make a playlist about info, channel info. So going forward into 2019, I guess it's time for me to talk about that. I've been outing myself a little bit. So have a wonderful month. Enjoy the holidays if you celebrate. And stand still in the retrograde because something momentous is happening when you come through this new moon. All right. Love you guys. And I'm looking forward to being here, Goddess willing, in January. Thank you very much and have a lovely holiday season.